Brian Drumm, Coburg, Ontario. My role model, Bob Gainey. You know what, Derek Sanderson, but I have met him, so I'd just like to see how he's doing now. No real secret talents. I think being maybe the youngest player to play in the OHL, and it was really a mistake that happened, kind of ended up being a big accomplishment, but one really that I had no control over. I kind of just got lucky at it. Well, I think a lot of people think I have a real bad temper, but don't. I'm really kind of a funny guy, and I love animals. Oh, big time, everything. Even the way I come to the games and here at night, I go a certain way, and my wife just loses her mind when I go there because we have about 4 inches on each side of our vehicle to squeeze through a little alleyway, but I come there all the time and has a winning record with it. It goes back to when I coached and played. Oh, huge Leaf fan. I mean, living so close to Toronto, I love the Leafs. It's been so disappointing for the last few years, maybe, but staying with them. I love the ACC, but I gotta say Joe Louis in Detroit. Had a chance to watch some games there. There was a couple kids that I billeted at one time and ended up playing there, so I got, in our company I work for, Nashville has season tickets there, so it was easy to get them, and it is pretty neat there. Well, I'd love to see one at Madison Square Gardens. I have seen some in some different NHL rinks. We were in LA last week to see a game, which is kind of neat, but Madison Square Garden would be awesome. Well, you know what, the weather, my wife just loses it. My favorite channel is the Weather Channel. She just shakes her head. She says, I mean, that's got to be the boringest, but it's on there all the time. I have a job where I work outside, so the weather's huge for me, and the Weather Channel. Past TV show, that's a hard one. I mean, I like the Sex and the City series is something that I watched a lot of, and never was a fan of it, but my wife controls the TV, so I became a fan of it. Guilty pleasure, for sure, the cook shows with Mr. Ramsay. I mean, I get keyed in on them, and then that's it, to the kitchen. I gotta get something to eat. Favorite music? Well, you know what, I grew up in my age group because I'm late 50s, so rock would have been a big deal, but I lived in Virginia in the States for 3 or 4 years, and now I'm big time country. But I'd have to say right now, I would pick country, but I like a little bit of everything. Big Katy Perry fan, pop music, Taylor Swift. I like a little bit of everything. That's a good one. Shania Twain probably, I would have to say, would be right up there. The Who, but I go with the Shania Twain concert I saw. It was unbelievable. Well, here's a good one. I don't have an iPod, so you can't even go there. You got to remember, I'm almost 60, so you're gonna have to maybe change that question. Don't even have one. It would be something from Shadazy, or I would have to say.